From the gun, goes out. It's slant into the hands of Shakir.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's taken down up past the 35. They get 21 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here is Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And some nifty running on the return to get some good yardage before he was taken down. Ready. First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And mark him down up beyond the 30. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Come on. And the handoff. Here comes Hall. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Okay, ready? Here we go, shot! Cowboy 80! Go! They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. To throw is Allen. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From 31, here's second and a couple. Allen gonna give it to Cook. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10.
319! Hey, tight.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Timeout Buffalo. They're second as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Jets come up with the takeaway.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on fourth down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, Might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive, but great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
Get it! Ready!
Again, here's Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And they whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he will score! Luke Musgrave! Touchdown, New York!
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. In motion, Shakir. Once again, it's Cook. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Third and 6. The Bills going to use their final timeout here to talk things over before third down. Here's Allen to throw. on the run to the right. He's going to look for the home run ball. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He'll go again with Hall. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Bills' 14-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Go win him. Go win him.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
A 5-yard loss leads to second and goal at the 13-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Hall. No place to run there. Good job by the team to stop him at the 2.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Ready. 18, pop. Ready. 60 Bison. Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Hold the ready. Down.
Back to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
On the give, it's Hall. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Brees Hall. Touchdown, New York.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
makes the score Jets 16, Bills nothing. To kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
Number 4, James Cook, the ball carrier. The tackle by Quay Walker. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets up past the 35.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. That one good for 29. From the 35, it's first and 10.
The 35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Give up the middle with Hall. They converge on quickly. They'll only get a couple. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. From the 33, here's second and 8.
Come on. Come on. Hit.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to pick up the first down and more. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Arian Smith, touchdown Jets. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So after the penalty, this slightly easier from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Bills nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pick up to 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. Open man is Shakir, and that's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Allen now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air is Allen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Jets have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble. And all of a sudden, the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up.
And he will get into the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands, is in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks... throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Jets will add one more onto their big lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing again is Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. He is knocked down hard. stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
And the Bills first down.
First and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Exiting the pocket right. He'll tuck it. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Good work to get the first down, and Greg, maybe good fortune that they're able to keep possession after the fumble.
And I know where his mind is, Mike. He's so focused on getting that first down, which he does a great job getting, but it can't come at the expense of protecting the ball. Now, in this case, he's very fortunate. He loses the ball, but it ends up going out of bounds.
Run with Cook. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
13 more yards. That's another Bills first down. A gain of 13 yards.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Go, 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 go. You see it. Motion. What's that?
They'll try and run right on the option. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes third down.
4 brings up 3rd and 5.
319. Look out.
On third down, they go with Cook. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Another run here with Hall. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And that'll set up 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15. Now we're going to stoppage here for an injured Bill. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On 1st down, it's Allen. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 21-yard line.
Alert! What's that?
Allen going to give it to Cook. Taken down up around the 32-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep, and that is incomplete.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game. They have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield, and you can see a little frustration mounting from some of these receivers. They cannot connect downfield.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Allen gonna throw. Forced out wide. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Allen gonna throw for it. That one caught. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown Buffalo.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bills are able to cut into the deficit.
Bills 7.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
A give. Here's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Let go.
They will run it over center with Hall. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
Here we go. Stack. Cougar knife. Ready.
We give to Hall. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
29-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
We'll start at the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
30-yard line.
First and 10, and it's Allen. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Josh Allen on the bootleg. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Jets are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.